Music impacts all of our lives, but to some, music is much more than just a way to pass the time.
In second grade, my parents, encouraged me to take piano lessons, and I loved it. Started playing out of the little books like everyone does, and kept going through third grade and fourth grade and fifth grade, and then I got to a level where I was really starting to get into it and enjoy it and learn how music is put together and stuff.
He didn't even play in class sitting still. He was always moving and really getting into the music while he was playing, and then he would go home and, from what I'm told, practice the piano for hours and practice his saxophone for hours, and just loved to play.
He was a really good player. It was clear that he was better than the rest of us.
Well, sometimes he got a little too into it and would stand up because he played too loud, but he played a very loud instrument. But he always practiced and came in with his music learned and ready to rehearse in class and perform for concerts.
I always like to practice somewhere around 3 hours a day. I got a keyboard a couple years ago where I can plug in headphones, so that way I don't have to bother my family at night, so I can stay up later practicing.
It seems like right when we get a new piece, he sight reads it like that, and just has it ready to go. It's just very impressive.
The first song I ever played was called The Scale Monster. Mind demonstrated for you? Yes.
And after years of practice, although Jon is very talented, odds of a professional career are almost impossible.
For some instruments, there's only 18 full-time jobs in the United States open for some instruments and symphonies and stuff, so it's very, very competitive. When people are talking about going into the NFL and NBA and stuff, I've heard that you actually have a higher chance of getting into the NFL or NBA than you do making a professional career in music.
Luckily for Jon, his musical passion has driven him to take the podium.
I'm going to college to study instrumental music education, which is a 4 or 5 year degree depending on where you go.
Oh, I see him going far. I expect to see him at conventions in the future, and expect him to continue to further his education and continue to learn and share his knowledge with others and educate. I see him, working at the college level and helping to even educate educators throughout the United States. I think he's very talented. He's going to go very far.
I've always loved being able to teach the music aspect of that. I see band directors and they always just love what they're doing. They get to teach all different areas of music, the music theory, jazz, marching, concert.
He would help us to have fun and be goofy when it was appropriate, but also really get down and serious and dig in and create some good literature and help everybody know the difference when it was time to laugh and when it was time to really get to work.
Anybody that asks him for help, he's right on it, and he always knows the answer, it seems like. And he just helps out everybody. When
I was able to get up there for the first time on the podium and conduct the band through the piece, I was like, wow, this is awesome. This is an incredible feeling, and to have that many people, watching you and responding to the way you're, showing your emotions through conducting, it's incredible.
There is no doubt that music has taken a central theme in not only Jon's, but everyone's lives.
A couple weeks ago when we played with the district band, our conductor was Dr. Markovich from Wichita State University, and he kept having us repeat a phrase. He would say, music is, and we would say life, and he goes, and life is music, because music portrays everything that goes on in someone's life. Emotion and expression-wise, you can express everything you're feeling through how you're playing music, and that's really the beauty behind it, is the freedom you have of being able to express yourself. And being able to teach that to other people so they can have those benefits of being able to experience that is ultimately what teaching music is all about.
For Jagged Edge TV, this is Lucas Cohen and Jon Holzapple.
That's crazy.